who doesn't love a cult leader? There's chaos in you.
I want to talk about that opening scene because it showed me immediately that this was going to be just a different kind of Marvel show.
The opening scene is a kind of brainchild of mine when I was coming up with my character. I started thinking, well, all right, if we were doing a comic of Moon Knight, what would be the one, the villain usually gets one full page drawing. I was like, what would the full page drawing of him be? And I had this image of him putting glass in his shoes and listening to Bob Dylan.
I can see the master's hand.
When you bring Ethan Hawke to the set, that's what you get. You get a storyteller first and foremost, because that scene was not in the script. That scene was in Ethan Hawke's mind as to how he would build this character. And it was something he talked to Benson and Moorhead. It's like, I've kind of got this thing that's really personal to me about my character. And then they called me over and said, we think we need this.
We are visual people. We love producing very interesting, mind-bending ideas on screen. However, the most exciting thing in the world is a really great close-up.
When we were shooting something in the dirt, I've got a camera on my shoulder, Aaron's giving a beautiful performance. We'll never get back to that moment again. That is like the ultimate excitement. But the cool thing about working with Marvel and doing Moon Knight specifically, was that we were still doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
We were still getting a beautiful emotional performance by grabbing a camera. I mean, not us literally grabbing it, we'd get in trouble, but
To our meat.
Oh, bollocks.
Are you always playing Harrow with glass in your sandals as well?
I always imagined it that way. Yeah. Maybe not a full shoe, but a couple little shards jabbing him. It was I was trying to think about why he needed a cane, because he doesn't have a limp or anything. Why does he have a cane? I thought, I know why. It's maddening, isn't it? The voice in your head.
And there's another character of yours that I see possibly some parallels between, a Reverend Toller from First Reformed.
Absolutely. I really kind of imagined him self-lacerating himself in some way, and I probably got that idea from playing Toller. The glass in the shoes.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's a Paul Schrader moment.
Once you go Schrader, you can't really go back, right?
Yeah, it never lets go of your psyche.
Ethan also said that he was influenced by writer-director Paul Schrader, having just worked with him on First Reformed. You just worked with him on The Card Counter. Do you also see some of Paul Schrader's influence on Moon Knight?
I think both Ethan and I are attracted by outsiders.
Yes.
And that's definitely Paul's MO, is the God's lonely man. And in a way, these are two different ends of the spectrum of God's lonely man.
There's a scene in First Reformed where I wrap myself in barbed wire, and there's a long legacy of spiritualists who get so mad at themselves for their own sin and avarice that they torture themselves in some way. And so I saw a window to do that with Harrow.
So you picked Bob Dylan for that scene as well, Every Grain of Sand.
That was part of the vision, yeah.
Wow.
Every Grain of Sand. I'm just, in a way, it's my favorite contemporary hymn. It's just important when you're playing, a bad guy to find some way to love him. And so I kind of like that song. It made me see him in a positive light. And, who doesn't love a cult leader?